Hello everybody, welcome back to Lil Euphie's Creative Corner. My name is Lil Euphie, this is my Creative Corner, and I am not feeling very comfy today. Yesterday was worse. Very, very worse. I was like shaking and sweating and being cold and overheating at the same time. So, had a little bit of that this morning. Took a shower, did my workout. It's come back. So that is why I'm wearing this glove. So I have a glove underneath my regular art gloves because I don't feel like destroying all of my gloves in an instant that I put them on. So tonight's going to be a shorter show because I'm not comfy whatsoever. Yesterday, like I said, was more uncomfy. But tonight I'm just going to be doing like maybe an hour or so of artwork, because if you don't use the skill, you're going to lose it, and I don't want to lose my art skill because of my, I don't know, nerves, anxiety, something. This only happens during the winter. It doesn't happen during the summer. It only happens when I'm like really cold and I wake up just anxious or nervous about something. I can't tell you what it is. My brain's just, on the fritz. So it's affecting me physically as well. So, but anyways, while I'm live for an hour or so, I'm gonna make some artwork. So if you guys want to join me in the artistic process, feel free to do so. I have no idea what I'm making tonight. I'm just trying to survive. So I have a little towel on my desk as well, like right next to my keyboard, just to make sure that I'm not like ruining my equipment while trying to do this. So thinking probably just like a simple portrait. I don't know. Let's make a character that has something to do with winter, since it's cold outside, and that's probably why I'm like, that's part of the reason why my body's freaking out and flipping out. I'm gonna turn the time lapse on for this, just in case I want to eventually upload this. Yes, please pray for me. if you feel inclined to do so, it can't hurt, right? Lord, please let my nerves pass. I don't want to be sweaty anymore. I don't want to be cold and warm at the same time. It's like my skin's cold, but inside my internal body temperature is like, overheating. So my body thinks that like I need to sweat a little bit to cool down, and my skin's like, no, stop, we're already freezing. So, but yes, thank you, Christus. Welcome on in. Sergeant Modog, welcome on in. Yes, Merry Early Christmas. My goodness, it's like 4 days away. It really snuck up on me this year. I was like not entirely paying attention. Like, I've got holiday stuff around the house. I've got Christmas stuff, like little decorations. My family sent me a box with Dutch candies in it, Dutch chocolates. My mom got me this cute little snail lamp. I have this cute little snail lamp here from my mom. It's also got a little pen holder at the back. So whenever I do my paper and pencil artwork, whenever I'm making the line work for it, I just turn this on and I can see it really, really well. So thank you, Mama. In that, oh gosh, what else was in there? There was something else that my family sent to me. I forgot. It's the whole reason why I started talking about it. It's the same thing this year they got you last year, just in a different color. What? Wait, what? It's supposed to be a surprise, so maybe I'll be surprised by it. But yes, Merry Christmas, everybody. If you celebrate, happy holidays if you don't. What was it? There was something about the box. Let's see. We also got these little keychains from our favorite coffee place, Dutch Bros. I do have some, speaking of beverages, I do have some tea here. It's the anti-stress ashwagandha tea. So, not that it's doing anything to me like psychoactively, like ashwagandha does if you know, like smoke or inhale it in some sort of way, or I don't know. I heard Joe Rogan talking about ashwagandha, and or was it ayahuasca? Oh, it was ayahuasca. That was different. But I've seen that before. I'm just like, it's a tea. It's not gonna do anything except for warm me up and hopefully calm me down a little bit. But yeah, today I'm taking it easy. I have a bigger piece that I was working on before yesterday. The day before yesterday, and I was, you know, trying to add different pieces of the design, the outfit, because it's all sci-fi and like space themed, and I'm not good at making like mecha type space outfits. So I have a lot of references pulled up on Pinterest because of that. But if I wasn't so, I don't know, like, I guess it's anxious. My body's anxious. If I wasn't so, you know, frazzled and stuff, then I would be working on that one right now. But right now I'm just like, simple portrait, just a simple wintry portrait. I'm gonna make it wintry by adding in like cool toned colors, because it is freezing outside. I'm just gonna tell you guys, like, the place that I used to live at with my parents, it did not get this cold. I am not acclimated to this. Hello, Jonathan Miller, welcome on in. I'm better than yesterday, but not at homeostasis. I think that's, yeah, my homeostasis is not being maintained within my body right now. So it fluctuates from like freezing cold to overheating in an instant, like almost at the same time. So and it like only happening during the winter. This happened last year as well. So I think with it only being in the winter season, I think it's something to do with like a temperature or like a seasonal thing. I don't know. This jawline is not agreeing with me. So because of that, I've got some added layers of protection on my hand here for the screen. Yep. Yeah, my body is like late to the seasonal adjustment. I feel like it should have adjusted in like October or November. But for some reason it's just around December, around the Christmas time, my body just is not having a good time. And honestly, like I should be used to the whole, like, my body doesn't agree with my mind state, because this happens again, like every winter. And there's even some days where like it'll be spring or in the fall, never during the summer. It's like it doesn't happen during the warm seasons. I think it's because my skin's like, you know, it notices that that it's warm and it's not, you know, it's not freezing cold. But when that happens, it starts to limit my mobility too, because my body just wants to shut down, you know, like go to sleep or lay down or something. Earlier today, because I took a shower to try to eliminate the uncomfy feeling, but then, you know, getting, that's why my hair is still slightly wet, but getting out of the bathroom and into the bedroom, it was such a temperature change from, you know, steamy warm inside of the bathroom to freezing cold inside of the bedroom, that I just laid on the ground in the bedroom for a little bit just to acclimate. And yeah, so needless to say, it's been an interesting day. And then yesterday was like that, but even more extreme. Like I said, I'm wearing this glove underneath my artist gloves because I would try to draw. Yesterday I was trying to draw and I just started crying because I couldn't comfortably do it, and I would have to be changing my gloves as soon as I put them on. So, and then trying to draw on like paper is just impossible because you're gonna end up ruining the paper, you know. You might as well have just, you know, dipped it in a little container of water. So, anyways, that is where I'm at right now. I adapt. This is my seasonal adaptation. It's interesting though, because like when I was first streaming my artwork on Twitch, I had very much the same problem, but because I was nervous about the stream. So these days, not so much. I know what my shtick is and my commands and the gear that I use, and you know how the overlay works and stuff. So in just starting out, it's like, you know, you have no idea what, you know, your thing is, you know, until you've been doing it for a while and you're comfortable in it. It's like, you know, it's like anything that you're doing publicly. But after doing it for so long, it's like, you know, you get comfortable in the expectations and, you know, how things operate and work. And honestly, I like, creatively, I don't even care if this portrait is, you know, a winner or not. I'm just wanting to do this so that I don't end up losing the skill, even though I've been doing it for years. If you don't do it for an extended period of time, you're rusty. You're rusty at it. So I'm trying to avoid rust. This is my rust-oleum, if you will. Thrown in this little nose here that I'm comfortable with making this 3/4 angle portrait, so that's just been my go-to. Hello, very detailed window cleaner. Sorry, I'm fumbling on my words because it's an uncomfy day. Just bought a Bamboo Labs 3D printer. Ooh, cool. Much about putting my art into 3D, but learning. Well, that's good. You know, learning new things and growing dendrites, learning a new craft. I have so many different like crafting things around my studio here. Like I just got these new paints and canvases, but it's not a medium that I'm like regularly doing. So there's parts of that I gotta grow my dendrites on. Bunch of beading stuff, and I need to learn better knots for my bead bracelets. The rave candy. I make rave candy for the anime convention that me and Wolf do work at. Last year I made some, and I think a lot of people liked them. So I'm just making it a thing that I make the rave bracelets for the convention. Not all of them, but like, you know, if they're there, they're there. So, and if other people are making them, even better. Because then there's more people to trade with. Thank you, Jonathan. It's coming along. It's a face. It's a neck and shoulders. But thank you. Do you ever use Endless Art app? I have never used the Endless Art app. Is that the one where you can like scroll in forever or scroll out forever, or you know, whatever it is? Those are really cool to see. It's really interesting to see the different like canvases. It's a whole canvas, but it's like you know, things are smaller and smaller, and you get like, you know, you zoom into them, and it's like going through a portal. It's really cool stuff, and it's different themes too. So it just really depends on, you know, where you're wanting to take people, right? So because you literally are taking people through a journey through your canvas, which is so awesome. Oh, a Detroit raver, cool. I think you probably have a lot more locations to enjoy being in a bigger city. Rave candy, it's like it's colored bracelets. They're colored bead bracelets. So, and people can they can attribute different meanings to different colors, or they can put in words through, like, you know, the little beads with letters on them. And you can put charms on them. I put charms on the rave candy that I've made. And it's not spelt like the regular word candy. It's like Kandi. I think that's how you spell it. But because then people will be like, oh, you're talking about drugs. You're talking about that kind of candy. Which is different. But still exists in that scene, most likely than not. But yeah, so I put charms on the anime rave candy that I make, because it's the same logo as the convention, the little star and the moon. So I'm just like, yeah, that it fits. Why not? So, and I put like the names of the mascots for the convention on there. I made Vocaloid themed ones, handed some of those out, and I know I'm gonna have to make bracelets themed around specific anime, but I don't want to go like mainstream anime. Like, I want to make candy bracelets that are themed around anime that I've actually watched and I enjoy, so that when I go to trade them, the, you know, person that you know picks it, they also like that anime, and then we can bond over that. And it's, you know, it's a whole like friendship starting thing. You know, you go from like dancing by yourself to then, you know, you have some people that are, you know, dancing nearby you, and then you see that they've got, you know, rave candy as well, and then, you know, you strike up a trade, and there you go, you've got a new friend. So, oh, okay, gotcha. That's the app that those people are using. I always wondered if there's a specific art app that let you make an endless canvas, because in Clip Studio Paint, you've got a limit. You have a cap of what your dimensions can be. So it is good money. I don't think I've made a storefront on there. I might have, like, years ago, back in 2016, 2017, maybe. If I did, I completely forgot that I even made it. So, because I think you have to, there's like a listing fee. They may have changed that since I had gone on there, but yeah, I had heard about something like that, but Etsy is really nice. I've bought a lot of Christmas presents off of there because there's custom stuff on there. My youngest brother really likes protogens. It's like a type of like a cybernetic furry. They eat RAM. They eat RAM, and I think that's so cute. But on Etsy, they've got a bunch of protogen stuff, and so I got my brother some protogen stuff. If he's watching, sorry, you don't know what kind. You don't know what kind of protogen stuff I got you. But yeah, Etsy's great. Can make Facebook ads during every EDM festival on Facebook. Oh yeah. Facebook events are like you hear about events really often on there, especially like in that local area. If you set it there, there was that's how the Area 51 thing started, was on Facebook. Yeah, that was a time. That was a time in internet history. Let's see, thinking up a different expressions. Different hairstyles. Let's see. Figure out where her. Oh, now she's upside down. I will say my thumb has very limited range of movement, but again, it's the adaptation I gotta have in order to even put pen to canvas right now. Simple ears, throwing it in there. I'm simply drawing how I feel right now. How my body feels. I'm just like... And sometimes people ask like, oh, why do you draw them unhappy sometimes? I'm like, it's an expression. I draw happy characters too. But sometimes I'm just feeling a little more uncomfortable. And then it's easier to reflect in the artwork when you're also feeling how the character is feeling. My goodness, this is ridiculous. I've also been washing my hands in hot water. Well, warm to hot water, but it helps for a short amount of time, and then it comes back. I'm like, but why though? Why must it be like this? I ask my body. So much I had to lie down. Oh my gosh, I feel that for like Thanksgiving. My parents have like these set of green couches next to the dining area. Yeah, I almost took a little nap on there. My food coma was that close. I was like, I'm just gonna pass out. I have had so much prime rib. Oh, and the sangria too. Me and sangria at my parents' place. We have an interesting history because last year during Thanksgiving, I had a glass or two of sangria, and my finger hurts now talking about this. I was sitting on a fold-up chair, and I went to adjust my seat, and I hate talking about this, but I gotta. I accidentally put my ring finger in between where the folded up chair folds on the seat. And I was like, why does my finger hurt? I looked up and I was like, oh, there's a lot of blood. And then I started just screaming, and my mom was sitting next to me, my dad was across, one of my older brother, I'm the oldest of them, but he is like the middle, and then my youngest brother was, I think he was in the kitchen or something, but I can't do blood. I can't. Especially coming out of my own form, I can't. I will pass out if I see it for too long. My brain goes into like this panic mode of like, we're dying, you know, freak out. And so my mom went and grabbed a towel and put it over my head while she was like getting a bandage around and cleaning it. And oh man. Yeah. So I just couldn't do it, man. So every I guess it's only been this one year, but this year during Thanksgiving time, this finger was not happy in that place where the scar is. So, which is all on this front part of it. So, yeah. So that's why I take it easy with the sangria, and I don't sit in a folded up chair, or a fold up chair, you know. Obviously you can't sit in a folded up chair that's folded up, but I digress. I just watch where I'm sitting when I've had sangria. I'm gonna make her squint a little bit because I feel like a squint expression works. I'm reshaping this a little so it just fits Our face proportions a little better. When I look at my art sometimes I'm like, these noses are big. Why are they so big? Not that there's anything wrong with big noses. It's like a style thing that I want to tweak though, because not every character has that. Hello, Nils. Welcome on in. Fingers, nothing, just a paper cut. Just the fingers. Ow, ow. I imagine that pain, Christus, and I wince. Yeah. Oh yeah. I would be the same. I would be the same. Be like, nope, not doing this today. We're not doing this today. Although I will say that the willpower sometimes is like, you know, when you're so creative, you're so like inspired to you know, make a new piece, that it's just like the internal frustration of being locked inside of a physical form that needs maintenance and needs to like heal becomes so like, it's so, like I said, it's so frustrating. Just like, I just want to make my art. I just want to play my music. I just want to, you know, do my writing. But the body has needs. I had a little bit today. Tomorrow good, I think. Okay, cool. Well, good that you're on the mend and we'll return to it. Sleep, still on operations in West North Carolina. Oh my goodness. You guys have really been trucking it there. Kudos to all of you. Busy dates tomorrow. I will, yeah, yep. Seems like it's always busy. Something chill to relax before bed. Oh, wonderful. Well, I'm glad that you are here, Nils. If you are ever wanting the soundtrack that I use, it is all copyright free, so you can use it in your own streams. You can also like look at the artist's other music that they've got. But I have a command for it for my playlist if you have Spotify, because that's what I use is Spotify. And it should pop up there in a second. There we go. But yeah, so you guys can enjoy the relaxing tunes whenever you would like to. And I do try to keep it fresh and adding new stuff in there whenever I find it. Sometimes it's a little tricky to find like actually copyright free stuff, because you'll look on YouTube and you know, it'll say copyright free or DMCA free or, you know, stream safe, and then you end up getting a hit for it anyway because the person actually stole that music and it's not theirs to make copyright free. But all the artists that I have in that playlist, I've never gotten a copyright strike for. Okay, I'm gonna add in hair in here. I'm thinking just doing like little straight across bangs for this. And then we'll also do a turtleneck on her. So I wanted this to be like a cozier kind of a portrait. It's interesting because I've been working on a more like anime-esque kind of a style on paper and pencil. And last night I added the hair and the clothes to a side view portrait because I'm trying to get better at my side views. But she also had a turtleneck and straight hair. So just interesting little commonalities and themes going on there. These things are gonna come down here. I'm really just drawing and then erasing the areas that need to be cleaned up. Slowly but surely I'm getting faster at making these. It's been like half an hour. And some days are just better than others. I'm not sure if I trust turtleneck wearers. Well, maybe the turtleneck wearers don't trust you either, Kristen. It's a mutual distrust. But what's non-trusting about the turtleneck wearers? Does it seem like they have something to hide with their very uptight collars? That would be a cool facet of the comic that I'm working on with the design parts of it. People have they have uniforms in this comic that I'm working on. It keeps the design simple, so I don't have to keep on making new outfits and wardrobes for these characters. They all have uniforms, but it also fits with the story itself being a very controlled environment and society. But being told that oh no, it's just easier to always have a uniform. You don't have to worry about, looking your best because everybody looks their best. It's a uniform. It's, everything's the same. So it's paradise. So, but having that in there of people who have a higher collar is, it signifies something in society, or I don't know. It's part of it. It's something for me to think about. So it keeps my writer's brain going. It's like they're cosplaying a penis. You're not wrong, okay? If we're gonna be if we're talking anatomically, you're not wrong. There is a yes, especially if it's tan or pink. Or a very oh my goodness, a toffee color or chocolate. It's just anything but blue or purple, green, any other non-skin color. Yeah. You're safe if you pick a non-skin tone color for the turtleneck. And that's true for a lot of different clothing choices. If you're gonna be wearing something that looks really close to your skin tone, it does not look like you wearing stuff sometimes. When I went to my cousin's quinceañera, I was on the train, and I was on 2 trains and 3 buses. Might have been 2 buses, but needless to say, I saw a lot of different people. And some of these people did not have well thought out wardrobe choices. That being one of them. It just looks like you're just wearing a skin tone, If you, have a lighter tone skin like me, and then you're wearing clothes that are literally the same skin tone. I'm just like, it just doesn't, on first glance, it doesn't look like you're wearing anything. Like, it's just, you rendered in with no clothes. So, there was this other chick. She was not wearing anything besides fishnet. From shoulder to her ankles, only fishnet. And I was like, there are children on this bus that don't need to be seeing that. That's gross, even for me as a 27-year-old. I'm like, that's gross. Your friends that are next to you that aren't wearing that and that told you that you looked hot, they lied. That's not okay. Yeah. I saw some unsolicited pepperonis, and I was like, ma'am. I had to double check, is someone wearing pants or not? Right? Like, they got the oversized t-shirt with booty shorts. It doesn't look like you're wearing any pants or bottoms at all. It's just the shirt. Like, that's fine in your own house. In your own privacy of your own house, not in public. I've seen too many chicks at the grocery store, and they're usually like high schoolers or college chicks. It did? What? Stream went down. What? Did it go? Is it still? It's still up? Oh, the fishnet comment killed it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, hopefully I'm back now. Oh yeah, see, it did say it went down for a little bit. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. It's weird seeing me in the YouTube playback of it. Yeah, it was too much. But yeah, so I was just like, did not want to see that lady on the bus. So I don't know what all was cut out from the stream going down for a little bit. But when it's paired with something else, if that's the only thing that they are wearing, and you can see everything in those cracks, that's not okay for public, man. So I'm like, you stay in your house looking like that, ma'am. Your friends lied. Did it go down again? Seeing enough video to maintain smooth streaming. What in the world is going on? I'm typing in chat just to be safe, because something strange is happening with it. I don't know why. Usually my stream health is excellent, and today it is poor. So people. Yeah, it seems that it's like cutting in and out. Let me know if it starts screwing up again. Because for some reason, again, it still says that my connection setting is poor. Yeah, it's a bit laggy. Let me see. Hello, Renee. Welcome on in. Yeah, it seems that it's kind of on and off. But again, let me know guys if it starts to get, you know, weird again, because so I'll try to mess around with some settings. I'm not like totally tech savvy, so let's see. I'm gonna make another chat and pin that one. Okay, so let me replace that pinned message there. Because again, I'm not very tech savvy. I don't really know, like, the bitrate. I know I can't change that while I'm live, but it's at 4,000 and... Hello, Into? It's good now? Okay. For now. It's good for now. But yeah, I don't know what would be making it like have poor health right now as opposed to other days. So, and it's not because Wolf's live, because we've streamed simultaneously sometimes and it's been fine. So I don't know what's going on with it. Maybe it's something outside of my control. I'm hoping. Because then I really don't know what to do about it. But like I said before, I'm not tech savvy. Everything looks like it's the same from when I usually stream, so I don't really know what to do. Other than keep on making my artwork. So... But I am going to keep an eye on it. See, now it says it's in excellent condition. I don't understand. I don't get it. Yeah. I don't try to understand or try to pretend that I understand these technology things. I just use them. It went down again. Oh my goodness. What is going on? Stream. It said 2 minutes ago the stream is healthy. But I'm just waiting. Young lady, I'm on with Wolf also. Give me some likes too. Oh, thank you, Peter. Thank you very much. See, Into still says it's still going on. Thank you. Also, thank you for choosing to be here. I do appreciate that. Yeah, it's so strange in my the YouTube studio where I see, like, you know, all my settings, analytics, stream health, everything. It shows the thumbnail and not my screen being live, but it's also still saying that it's live at like almost an hour. So coming from Wolf also. Oh, sweet. Well, awesome. Thank you very much. But yeah, I don't know what's going on. For some people the stream is down, and then for some people the stream is still going. So I'm just gonna keep making my art and watching the YouTube studio thing. Maybe try to refresh if the stream is down. So okay, good. We're good again. Doing good, sending over. Awesome. Yeah, he's good like that. He's good at sending people over, either to mine or to Harley Dads or Neil's, over to Machinists. Oops. It's that limited mobility with this glove on. So I am accidentally hitting the eraser. I'm gonna put the little eye dot, the light dot somewhere else. Thank you very much for subscribing, Into. I think I've been giving my characters these weird bangs. And, you know, sometimes it's actually very innovative, because then other people see those designs and they're like, oh, those bangs are really cool. I'm gonna make that on my character. And it, you know, it's just a whole snowballing thing of seeing other people's designs, liking them, and incorporating some sort of adaptation of that into your own design. So good for you. I can't tell you how many times I've seen like straight across bangs that I'm just like, oh yeah, this will look great with this kind of, you know, side bangs here, and, you know, the hair in the back like this. So this is because I've seen other people making these bangs. So being more innovative with hairstyles, always good. Like the bangs for Hatsune Miku, like everybody can tell who she is, you know, based on, like, she has, you know, the ponytails, but it's also the front bangs and the side bangs. So it's just, it becomes an iconic hairstyle. I found out yesterday that there's a figure of Miku that is a crossover between XJ9 from My Life as a Teenage Robot and Hatsune Miku. And I was just like, I knew about it, and then it was out of stock, and then I found it again, or I remembered it and looked, and I was like, oh, it's back in stock for pre-order. And I'm like, I'm tempted. I'm tempted. You struggle with a lot of hairstyles. They can be tricky. They can be tricky if, especially if there's like movement to the character, like there's an action or like wind or something. Thank you, Peter. Every day I try to make artwork so I don't end up losing the skill. I've been drawing since I was in 3rd grade, and then I got put into some higher art classes for my grade level in high school, and then bunch of YouTube tutorials. a lot of tutorials on like how to make, you know, a fire glow, you know, or how to paint crystals, or, you know, also watching Bob Ross's Joy of Painting was very, very helpful for me, learning backgrounds and mountains, treescapes, clouds, whole bunch of different stuff. And even though it's in an oil painting medium, translating it into the digital space, you have to find different brushes that mimic that same oil look of it. But the color and the placement and the principles of art are still, you know, they're still adapted into this digital space. So watching different artists in different mediums was really helpful too. But there are some days it's like, it's a struggle. Like Krista said, it's a struggle sometimes, because like today my nerves are off the freaking charts and it's affecting me physically. So I gotta wear my glove underneath my artist gloves so I can do this without, you know, destroying the screen and the canvas that it's providing for me. I'm gonna move this mouth down a little bit because I feel that that's what it needs. Can move from canvas to digital. Yeah, I mean, there's some things that are lost in it, like definitely texture. So had a Psycho Man pig, just changed it to the one visible now. Okay, cool. The one in the park on the bench with the bird. All right, I look forward to is it the one now? Oh, okay. Gotcha. It almost reminds me of like a lighthouse from like seeing it from far away, which is always something that, like, because I've been asked to make like profile pictures before, or emotes. Emotes, same thing. If it's like a small image and it's gonna be viewed like teeny tiny and far away, I always like to make it like super saturated. Like, oh, it is a lighthouse. Oh, cool. Okay, I was right. But yeah, I like to make like, when I do my emotes or like profile pictures or sub badges. Sub badges are another thing that applies to. I like to like really boost up the saturation on the colors, because it makes it like pop. Makes those colors really pop. The bottom visible through the water. Ooh, wow. Oh, through perspective. I've seen those pictures where it's like it looks like there's a picture of a bird that's swimming by the side of a building, and it makes it look, and there's also like a horizon line. It's so trippy to look at. Yeah, I didn't know what I was looking at first until I scrolled through the comments, and people are like, it's a side of a building next to a body of water, so it's reflecting the side of the building to make it, yeah, it looked so cool. It looked so cool. There's so much you can do with light and with shadows, with perspective. Art can be really trippy sometimes. Like it's really a like a magician, like a magic thing, like to understand how it works and to see it and to make it, like, you're a magician. You are pulling some trickery on people. That's why I love watching like art tutorials or time-lapse videos of like how people are making these things. Cleaning this up a little bit. I'm gonna throw some colors in here. I'm thinking like probably a watercolor type of a texture, since I have those brushes. With this program that I use, there's a lot of different custom brushes that people make, and then you can just download them. A bunch of different resources too, like image materials. If I wanted to throw like a background on this without making the background myself, there are image materials that I could easily just drop in here, and then, you know, there's like a school building behind her, or she's in a classroom, and they're like mainly used for manga, making comics and stuff. So, because this program is very geared towards people making their own manga or webcomic too. There's a setting in here that that creates a template for webtoon comics. If you guys have ever read webtoon comics. You can do some easy stuff after some hard work. Yep, exactly. And it feels more satisfying that way too. You know, you've got the hard work done, and then it's, you know, time for fun and some easiness. So I feel about like this sketch versus the bigger piece that I have on the works right now. That one is a lot more like outfit technical and effects too. This one's easy. This one's just, you know, it's just the portrait. It is a lot of focusing, yeah. I try to go back and forth between drawing and coloring, and then talking with you guys in chat, and then doing it at the same time. It used to be a lot more difficult for me when I was first starting out in streaming to be like talking and then also thinking out loud while I'm making artwork, but you get used to it. You know, it's a muscle memory, and it's something that, you know, you just get comfortable with. Okay, I'm gonna throw colors into this and turn this into a multiply layer. What happens when I turn it into a multiply layer is that whatever color I want to make this sketch right here, right? Like, so right now all the lines are black, and so if I put any color underneath it, it's still going to remain as black. But if I were to change this color that the sketch is right now, like if I wanted to change it into red, right? I would take this and I change the color to red. And because it has this gray background on it, it slightly changes that tone of red. If I were to change that setting back to normal, now it's a much brighter red. So because it's multiply, it gets a little darker because it's on a gray background. I have a layer in between these. I'm actually going to make this a folder. Load up a couple more layers in it, and this is where I'm going to put my colors. So I'm going to change, actually I'm not going to change that color so I can show you guys how that all works. Let's get like her hair color in, because I know it's going to be like icy white hair color. So upon putting color onto the canvas, changes the color of the sketch layer as well, because it is simply multiplying itself onto whatever is underneath it. And for a lot of my works recently, I've been using this method so that I don't have to do so much line work, because I hate line work. Line work is tedious and thankfully I found a brush that I'm comfortable with in making it, so it makes the process more enjoyable. But again, it's my least favorite part of the drawing is going from sketch to line work. There are so many little intricate details that can be added because of the line work, either it being like the line width or the placement of it, whether it fades out into itself or, you know, it's very blocky, like if it tapers. There's a lot of little details that can be added through that line work, and it can be a high pressure part of the piece, you know. If there's some, you know, some warbliness to the line work on the leg or the arm or, you know, side of the cheek, people pick up on that. They see it, and at least I see it. It's one of the first things I see is like warbly line work. Explaining also, it seems good for folks who want to learn. I try to help people learn how to make the artwork not so much work, I guess. So I taught a little group of like 1st through 5th graders about like how to draw like a bunny rabbit or a cat using very, very basic shapes. Because that's really all that it is just basic shapes and colors, adding light and shadow, and then, you know, adding more shapes onto it. So that's a very hot take, Christus. That's you're gonna cause some enemies there. How dare you? Can be smart, easy stuff if possible. Ross style. Right, exactly. Bob Ross's style is like the way that he paints the mountains. When I first saw him painting mountains, I was like, this dude's cheating. There's no way it's that easy. Yeah, man. It's like, once you understand the basics of it, it's like, if that's where you want a shadow, that's where you're gonna put a shadow. If that's where you're gonna put a little ridge with the highlight, that's how it exists. It's your world. You're gonna make it how you're gonna make it. Like, it is literally therapy. It's, you know, it's a space that, you know, you create on your own, and, you know, whatever you want to happen in it, that's where it's gonna go, you know. If you want a cabin right there, you want to paint a little squirrel right there, that's where they're gonna go, you know. This is the space where, you know, for the most part, you've got the most amount of control in it, you know. This girl doesn't have white hair unless I, you know, say that she's got white hair and I put it on the canvas. So, well, thanks for the combo. Oh, I also had a good combo with you too, so thank you very much for hanging out. Did you hope you have a good time over at Wolf's? We have a nice little blend of like chill and chaos, cozy and chaos. So it's a cute little yin yang thing we got. Gonna throw that up there. Let's give her like a dark blue. I'm making this very cool toned. It's cute. Okay, around these edges here, I'm gonna switch up which brush I'm using because I want like a watercolor edge to it. Transparent watercolor. So like I said, I've got a bunch of different brushes that some of them I rarely even use. This one being being one of them. But I like the texture that it provides to the edge of the color there. You as well, Into. Thank you, Peter. Flip that back around. Oftentimes I'll flip it between left and right because it's good for the mind's eye to see it differently for a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna throw some skin tone in there. Being a little easier on the eyes, the rest of these colors here. And I'm gonna adjust the sketch color. So it being in red, I was just using that as like an example for what you can do with the different settings on the layers. Right now I'm gonna change this to blue. I might actually add some purple tone. Make it a little lighter. Okay, and then getting a softer brush. Yeah, I made it as different as I could from the skin tone color. It is clear across the color wheel. Like, after you said that, I can't look at turtlenecks the same anymore. You've done changed how I view turtlenecks, Krista. I hope you're happy. Life truly is just about spreading ideas and changing how people view the world. I have been enlightened. Straight up though, those people that wear like the skin tone tracksuits, they get double takes for a reason. Because it don't look like they're wearing anything except for like their skin tone or like a skin suit. Yeah, that's... I'll be like, what in the world? Okay, let's grab this one. Let's see, I need to be a little warmer. I'm gonna put in some color for the inside of her mouth too. At some point. I know this has gone on for longer than what I was planning, but again, when the willpower is stronger than the uncomfortability of the body, one just keeps going. And seemingly that is what's happened to me here. Surprisingly enough, the stressors have slightly gone down during the stream. Yeah, yeah, actually. I mean, if you were to stick some little ivy vines on them, yeah. If you were to get like a, oh my gosh. Well, I guess it depends on the timeline in which you are cosplaying Adam and Eve, because when they did the bad thing, that's when they were like, oh crap, man, we're naked. We gotta go and get some leaves on. But yeah. I mean, if you were to get like a skin toned color Zentai suit, and then attach you know, the leaves onto them, yeah, there you go. That would be, I could see that being a suitable cosplay for a convention, and they wouldn't be like, oh my gosh, you know, it's not like you're wearing a bikini or something, because I know there's some conventions that have cosplay rules on that. Move this back to black here. Am I? I'm gonna make this like a combination of these two. That and I'm gonna change the color on this here. The red is distracting me. There's a stabilizer on this brush that I don't need right now. Now for real, this color scheme is cool and cold. Yeah, that is how I am feeling right now. It's cold. Speaking of that, I am gonna add some warmth to her cheeks and her ears, and probably the tip of her nose too. Cheeks. I don't have another canvas of this open, so I can't check the colors on my other monitor, but I'm okay with that. I'm just trying to keep it all like simplified right now. A little bit on the nose. I'm blurring this out a bit so it's not so concentrated in one spot. I'm going to add in mouth color. Let's do this brush. For this, I'm probably just going to keep this on one layer for the mouth colors. Keep it simplified. Okay, and the white of her teeth. Going back over to this line work layer. I'll take that color. It's not really line work, it's sketch, but it creates a nice defining area for where the colors are supposed to go. I also have not been labeling my layers here. It's just, I don't know why. It's one of those days. Let's see, what color for her eyes? I've not decided yet. Give me 1 second. I think I hear the cat. The cat was yelling. She's so funny because like she'll come up to our doors and just start meowing very, very loudly. She either wants to go outside, or she wants more food, or she wants more water, or wants to go check out the garage for some reason. But she does not like seeing the bottom of her food bowl. Got the cat and said, yeah, she comes in during the nighttime, and then she wants to go like in and out all of the time during the day. So me and Wolf will let her out in the morning when we wake up, and then, or I guess sometimes it's the afternoon when we wake up, but we'll let her out, and then she comes back in like 2 hours later, wants to come in for like 30 minutes and then go back outside. She's an inside-outside cat, but she is particular about having her food bowl never empty. She wants bottomless kibble. She thinks we're like an Applebee's or a Red Robin or something. But like she won't eat all of it at once. She measures it. Like she'll go and eat whenever she's hungry, but like she doesn't like gorge herself. But she doesn't like seeing the bottom of the food bowl, I guess. Give her a copy of the keys, right? So we have a little cat hutch outside of our door, just in case she ends up like not coming inside for whatever reason. We don't want her to be cold. So inside of this little outdoor, it honestly reminds me of a manufactured home, but for a cat. So if you were to take like a manufactured home and scale it down for a cat, it's essentially what it looks like. But yeah, so there's a little self-heating mat inside of there. There's a bowl with food in it. At least I think there's still food in it. I have to check. Making a catio? Yes, Eric, absolutely. There's even additions that we can buy to build onto the cat house. So I'm like, that's super cute. And they have different styles and everything. A raid is coming. Hello, Garbo. Welcome everyone coming from Wolf's channel. This was supposed to be a shorter stream because I'm not comfortable right now. My nerves are like off the freaking charts. So, hello everyone, welcome on in. Welcome on in. I was only supposed to be streaming for like an hour today, and then my willpower has superseded my physical limitations right now. So I'm still streaming. Welcome on in, K-Man and Eric, Dub Style, String Fury, welcome on in. My name is Lil Euphie. This is what I do on the weekends. Yesterday I didn't stream because I was more uncomfortable than I am tonight. And so that's why I'm streaming tonight. But usually I do my streams from 8:30 to midnight. Just working on artwork and seeing where it takes me. So this is my moment of some art therapy, where everything is somewhat within my control in the canvas. So I have to make some more once some more slots are available. I have we have the Star Trek one, and there's another one that we haven't used yet. So once we reach the membership goal, we'll have some more slots available for the emotes. I have to make new sub badges too, because there's people that have been members for quite some time now. Thank you very much for slapping that like button, giving it a good old tap. Does anybody else, when they go to the grocery store and you walk past the meat aisle where they're all like the prepackaged meats, does anybody else like give them a little slap? Because I give them a little slap sometimes when I see like a nice like ribeye or whatever. I just I'll smack on that thing. And do you unlock super chats? I unlock them once I have reached 3,000 watch hours. I am currently at the halfway point. I'm at like 1,300. So I'm getting there. I have to upload time lapses, maybe like a tutorial video on how I do my stuff. I have some music that I'm working on too that I haven't finished and uploaded it yet. I'm working on the art for it. But I have some of those in the works too. Give him a little tap tap. Yes, I knew I wasn't the only one. Like, there's something oddly satisfying about it that I just, yeah. Get a little smack on that thing. I have received a cider. Thank you. Liked and subbed. Thank you very much, Dubstyle. I do appreciate that. Grab a bag before I slap the meat. Yes. Yes, it has to be a proper piece of meat. Oh my gosh. Okay. If I had a decent track and a good beat, I could probably ad-lib something, but I do not. I do not have that within my vicinity. When is Little Wolf gonna be? I don't know. Maybe like in a couple of years. So we're getting comfortable and settled into our married life, and then suddenly this cat shows up and I'm like, it's a nice little tester on priorities and budgeting, and, you know. So she's got a fair amount of toys and a little scratch pad. We make sure to get her food and up her water. Make sure to let her in whenever she's, you know, out there and like, hey, I want to come in. So we check up on her. It's the jiggle. Yeah, it is the jiggle of the meat. It is. And it's that like smacking something, and it there's no threat of it smacking you back. It's just, I don't know. It's oddly satisfying. Speaking of cat, she ran out back. Oh, okay. Well, see, she's an outdoor winter cat. I don't know how she does it. I can't do it. Like Rocky in the Meat House. Yeah, actually. Yeah. If I had like a freezer with a bunch of like frozen meat that was just hanging there, like huge pieces of it, yeah, I'd go in there and I'd punch them. Yeah. Slap them around. Kick them a little bit. Yeah. Cats are practiced. They are. They have a whole like body language thing with the tail and their ears. The cat adopted us. Yes, she did. She's like, you guys are cool. I think I'm gonna couch surf over here. And in the daytime, I'm gonna you know, explore the neighborhood. I'm gonna give this lady, like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like different colored irises, but my go-to is always like amber colored eyes, which is funny because that's like the cat has like yellowish eyes to it. I bought a roast I didn't slap up. Yeah. I think my dad does that too with the prime rib that he gets for Thanksgiving, and I don't think they're doing prime rib for Christmas this year, but it's some sort of like ham hock. I'm not giving her a face tattoo. Oh my goodness. Ooh, gray eyes might be interesting actually. With like a blue gray. Like a cooler toned gray there. Let's see. So I've gone and made a layer that is clipped to the white of the eye in this canvas. So anywhere that I go to put in the color for her iris, it's not going to go past where I've placed the white color for her eyes, for her sclera. Same thing for the pupil that I'm going to put in here. And I use a much softer brush for the pupil so I can slightly fade it upwards. So it's not so much of a dense, harsh color there. And then I can also go in and briefly take it out. Trying to work on different like effects with the eyes. Sometimes it works and other times it doesn't. I'm gonna move that slightly because he looks a little odd there. Okay, eye color around that. Do you pencil draw too, or maybe paint? I do both. I have a whole bunch of sketchbooks over here by my my drawers, and then Carol, who's oftentimes on Wolf's channel, she got me a bunch of these acrylic paints and canvases over there too. I could actually show you guys one of my sketches, because I drew a ninja chibi girl, and I showed it in my Discord, but I didn't really show it in the stream here, but. They're right here. So yeah, I do paper pencil sketches, I do drawings, I do paintings. I have a whole, this thing is completely filled out. I have a whole bunch of different drawings in this. I have different landscapes and stuff. Like this got a little tree and hills in it. But I have, so this one I took a picture of, and then I added color to it in this program. I don't think I have uploaded this one yet though, the digital colored version of it, so I can't remember when I did that one. And then, oh, here's a good one. So, okay. So this is how I do a little bit of like my storyboarding for the comic that I'm working on. So I sketch it out on paper and pencil, and then I'm gonna take pictures of it and then make it in the digital space of it. With the limited amount of tools that you have for like paper and pencil drawings, I feel that the creativity is not so limited, and there's more opportunity for the brain to come up with, like, you know, different ideas for expressions or where the story is going to go, because you're not so muddled down by all the different brushes and colors and, you know, materials that you can, you know, download to make the design parts of your story more, you know, easy to put in there, you know. So do I have any more of my comic in here? Oh, I have another portrait that I was working on in here. So anyway, yeah, this entire thing's all filled out, and then I have, all of my prints right here. I have this one. This one I think actually has a lot of the storyboard in it. Oh, so, okay. You guys have seen these ones, but not in its sketch format. So, I think these ones show up in the little TV on the left side there, but in their completely done and rendered versions. So, but yeah, somewhere in here I've got like the whole, oh my gosh. Okay, I've got this drawing here of Vivian, but in like a military type of a pose and outfit. So I don't know, eventually I might do something with this, but yeah. Oh my goodness. Somewhere in here I've got my storyboard for my comic, but yes, to answer your question, I do regular drawings as well. Let's see. Let me catch up with the chat here. Why did you buy 4 filters instead of 1? What in the world? Like a Pleiadian. I don't know if you know that before you were drawing it. I do not. I did not know what I don't know what a Pleiadian is. Do I do chainsaw wood carving? That is one art form I have no desire to pick up. Oh my gosh, the mini chainsaw. You know, I'd probably just use it for like taking down some of the harder bushes that we've got over here that I can't just chop them away with the little chopper tool. My brain's going blank on what the actual word is. Oh, wonderful, String Fury. It's a lovely skill to have and to evolve into greater things. Whether it's, you know, like being doing like promotional materials or like making landscapes for people or murals, or it can go into so many different categories of art. Yeah, DeviantArt still exists, yeah. Surprisingly so. I really thought that they were going to be going under for a while, which is why Wolf is vacuuming right now. But yeah, I thought that DeviantArt wasn't going to be around for a long time, so I started moving all of my artwork over to Twitter, and I didn't move over all of it. So that's why a fair amount of my artwork from my younger years is gone. Like, there's people that uploaded it onto Derpy Buru. A lot of my Little Pony artwork is up on there that I don't have access to it besides just downloading it from another person's website, because I don't have the originals anymore. But yeah, so something small on PayPal. Oh, thank you so much, K-Man. Let me check it out so I can get that in there. Thank you very much. Pardon the the sound of Wolf vacuuming. I think he's getting the cat hair up off of the runner in the hallway. Let's see. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. Let's see. I know, right? I'm about ready to mute it. Oh. Okay, looks like he stopped. Draw animals. People are hard to draw. They are hard to draw, Roger. There's so many like little expressions and details. Hands and feet are they are a struggle some days. And then when they're not, those are the days that I'm just like, bless the Lord, I can actually draw hands today. Okay. PayPal wants me to update my password. I'm just like, right now? Really? Of all times? Okie dokie. Oh, thank you very, very much. Okay, let's get that in there. 8. You can tell I'm not used to this. Yes, we do have a kitty. We do. Oops. I'm logged into the wrong one there. Go. I tried any hyper realistic. I'd love to go back to school and actually learn. When I was younger in high school, I did more realistic drawings. Not like hyper realistic, but also Into. Thank you very much for the subscribe. I missed that one apparently. But yeah, when I was in high school, I did more of the more realistic drawings. Like I would look at like a picture of myself or like a picture of, you know, somebody on the internet and just be back and forth, just looking up, down, up, down, up, down, you know, trying to make sure that everything was where it's supposed to be. A lot of that is like with the eyes and the light reflectant off of the eyes. Because it's one of the first places that we look on a canvas. So hands are easy if you're drawing someone with no hands. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no kidding. Right? Just nubs. Just nubs and stubs. Bin. Okay, it's a history add. See, get that message in. And 8. All right.
Happy holidays and God bless you and Wolf.
Thank you very much. God bless you as well. Happy holidays to you too. Let's see, it is a pain, but it is good for like keeping track of invoices, which is what I use it for my artwork and stuff. And people are like, can I get a commission? I'm just like, here's this invoice so I can keep track of it at the end of the day. But thank you very much. Probably the only one from South Africa. Oh, that's super cool. My uncle and my aunt did missionary work in South Africa. They made a lot of really, really nice friends over there. Yeah, it worked. Yes, he lurks in my chat. He's keeping an eye on things. Adding some color here to her eyebrows. Okay, I'm gonna change the color inside of her eyes here. So it looks a little less strange. I think the cat may have come back in. Or not. I don't really know. I haven't figured out her patterns when she wants to go outside and such. Okay, throwing some eyelashes on. Yes, we heard him vacuuming. Cutting up the bodies with the chains. Yes, and then putting them in the acid bath. I like to think my show is like PG-13 because every now and then I'll use some cursey words. But for the most part, it's fairly PG. but I also don't check mark the box that says that this video is for YouTube kids. So it's not a kid show. I knew it. I always had this feeling that you were a gangsta. Okay, now speaking. Okay, hold on. I'm going to reveal an alt account that I have on Twitter because of this profile picture. Hold on. Because somebody made a painting out of this. One of my alt accounts on Twitter is this, but in its actual picture format. This rat with a cigarette. And someone made a painting out of it, and I was like, I'm gonna buy that print. That's mine. So while I still went as Euphoria on Twitter, I had an alt account named Lil Parmy. And this was the picture that I had on there. So if you guys go looking for an account named Lil Parmy that's no longer in use, because I just went as Lil Euphie then after I combined the two, was what I did. So if you guys ever see that, that's where that came from. his holographic legs, oh my gosh. You know, that would be hilarious to draw his character, but with holographic legs. We make that an emote. Holographic legs. It's actually a really great idea. See, hang that on my wall. I'm eventually gonna hang it. It hasn't been framed in, forever, ever. So, how old are you and Wolf, if I may ask? I am 27 in February. I'm gonna be 28, and then Wolf is 38. So we've got a 10-year age gap on us. I did pay for that Carbo. I paid like $30 for that thing. I think I found it on Etsy. And they had other ones too, of like the that cat, that's the white cat that's making the wow face. They had a print of a painting of that. Oh, you were cleaning out that filter. Yeah, that one needed to be cleaned out. It's cold and miserable up here. I feel you. It is freezing up here, and my body does not like it whatsoever. When I did my my 2-mile walk earlier in the garage, because we have a treadmill in the garage, it was cold. Oh my gosh, it was like my body temperature was rising, but then I was also sweating, but it being cold in the garage, my goodness, I felt like there were icicles coming off of me. Okay, I want to add, I know it's supposed to be like simple. I'm supposed to keep it simple, but like I want to do other things on this. I want to add like a gradient. But the wolf art with holographic legs. Oh yeah. Yes, indeed. Pay for a super chat right now. Oh, cool. Well, I'm glad to hear that. It is funny. I have what is it set as? What is my AI voice thing set as? Where is that at? It's like alert box. Turning 57 in March. Oh my goodness, congratulations. My I think my mom is around that age. So that would make sense. That we feel like you're the age range for your kids. Should cook with some silver. Ooh, silver jewelry. Okay, okay. Do like an earring, like a dangly earring. That'd be good. A little gradient back here. Pushes things to the front a little more. Right here. Let's draw in some jewelry because Christus had a good idea there. I'm gonna do a snowflake for her earring. It fits with the wintry theme. I think it does too, K-Man. There's these edits out there, and I cringe calling them edits, but that's what they are. Called YouTube poops, and there's some people out there that like they make really good YouTube poops, and they're so funny. The timing and what they choose to edit in there. I come close to like peeing myself sometimes because it's so funny. It like my sides are hurting, they're cramping up, and yeah, it's amazing. CS188 and oh my gosh, who's that other guy? Who's the other guy that does the YouTube poops with Prager in it? Oh my gosh, hold on a second, I'm gonna find it. Very Tall Bart is the other user that that makes really good YouTube poop videos. Of course, there's always the classics like Waxinator. Waxinator was the one that made the very iconic video of Maurice from Beauty and the Beast raving and stuff. And so like there's kids these days that like they see that clip, they have no idea what it's from, and I just sit there shocked and I go, uncultured, let me help you here, watch this video. But yeah, I die laughing at YouTube poops when they're good, because there's some bad ones out there, but when they're good, because it's an art form. Comedy is an art form, and these people sometimes they get it and sometimes they don't, but when they do, oh my gosh, it is hilarious. I love the one of with Pinocchio and Stromboli. He's got it, he pushes him into the game. I can't even like reenact it without laughing. It's, yeah. The ones with Michael Rosen. Oh my gosh. There was one YouTube poop I watched with Michael Rosen in it, and he was talking. He's telling a story to this, you know, supposed to be like a child audience. Like, you know, it's like he's telling like bedtime stories about when he was a kid and when he was eating plums, and people go and they edit his videos to be whatever kind of story they want. And so somebody edited it to make it sound like he was talking about plums dropping like bombs, and it was amazing because the sound effects, like, you know, when he's you know, dropping things with his hands, there's nothing actually dropping in there. You have to use your imagination. But they go and they edit in plums look like grenades, and it's just kaboom, kaboom. Oh my gosh. I grew up watching that stuff, and so it really formed my my sense of humor to just it's just chaos. It's just chaos. So I think that's part of the reason why some of the stuff that Wolf shows on his stream, I just find it hilarious. Some of these people are just insane. And that's the kind of comedy I grew up on, is just insane edits and you know, just craziness. So oh, good. Okay, there's other people in here that have grown up watching YouTube poop, so I'm not alone here. He was plumb surprised. Yes. Oh my goodness. The times where he's like talking about his teacher and how like the teacher would say no breathing. And he has to like hold his breath. I just love those YouTube poops so much. They're just, I can't explain it other than it's comedy transcended on early YouTube, and it really paved the way for what we've got now. I'm sorry. Skibbity toilet? What is that? That could not have existed without the chaos of the early 2000s YouTube poops. Oh, movie sins, yes. Those are hilarious. Because he picks up on so many things I don't notice until he says it. I'm like, oh my god. Let's see, this would slightly show up over here too. When I was in middle school, that's when I got into video editing with my buddy. Oh, cool. Awesome. You participated in it. Oh, wow, man. That's an old YouTube account. It's almost... I mean, in 2 years, it'll be 20 years old. Oh, my goodness. I mean, I think I started mine in 2009. I think that's when I opened up my YouTube account. I was in... No, it must have been earlier than that, because I was on YouTube. I had a YouTube account when I was in middle school. So maybe 07. Maybe it was 2007, because that was my... It was in 7th grade, I think. Time escapes me so quickly. I know it's not. I don't understand it, and I don't wanna. The children of today, like, I didn't understand what that the cat that goes ooh ah, that one. I didn't understand what that was until it started showing up in my Twitter feed, and I unironically like that. It's cute. Okay, it reminds me of a Vocaloid. It reminds me of a cat Vocaloid. Because they just pitch shift the vowels and put a little cat on it and spin it around. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it was a completely different world back then. Was that when the, because my parents have told me stories too about like the 70s and or the 80s definitely. My mom had like the big Aquanet hair. Big old dinosaur phones. It's my boy's kitchen because his parents were never around. He tore up his house. Oh my gosh. You quickly clean it up and stuff. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. So when they came around, you're like, wait a second. We did that. That's cool though. It's such an interesting thing, like you see something that you did first, but it didn't take off, and somebody else does it, or like, you know, it wasn't. I don't know. It's just it's strange how the internet works and how people find your stuff. Okay. Thank you. She has a very cold color scheme, so it fits to give her some cold jewelry. I bet it was. It probably hadn't been cleaned since the last tenants moved in. All right. I guess we'll see how that works tonight. I need to rotate this thing. It is off. There we go. And I also need to add some color underneath it. Actually, underneath both of those. Making them silver. Down, but from the Home Depot. Yeah, we gotta run some errands tomorrow anyway. So best as any time that it could be. I know, right? The wordage there was like, what? We're gonna what? Phones and internet only, the rich had TVs. Oh yeah, like I said, completely a different world back then. Like you see pictures and videos of people back then, and that there's not, like they said, there's not a cell phone in sight. People just living in the moment. And I think that people like appreciated the time that they were into in that space and occupying that you know, area and time that they did. You know, like when you go out to a party, you know, you don't have a phone, so you know, you're enjoying everyone that's at that party and the conversation that you're having. You know, it like, I don't know. I feel these days people are more disconnected than, you know, they're more disconnected to the outside, like the real environment around them, and more connected to the outside world, like that exists beyond what's directly in front of them. Which, I mean, I'm just gonna say it. Some people are a lot more braver online than they are in real life, and it shows. It shows when they get confronted in the real world, and they don't know what to do. This needs to go under the hair. Right, yeah, just, you know, if you wanted to hang out with somebody, you know, you make a plan for it, and then if they show up, they do. If they don't, then they don't, and you know, you don't really know what happens until you see them again, if you do. You're right, yeah, now a 12-year-old's not even, the expectation level is so, it's just crazy. I think many people have become soft. You know, it's that phrase, the weak men create hard times. Hard times create strong men. Strong men make good times. Good times make weak men. And so on and so forth. People are just living in the moment of 1942 Poland. Oh my gosh. They're all huddled around like, oh, I don't know. I don't know what they would be doing in 1942 Poland. Maybe they're ice fishing or something. I don't know. Oh, garage parties. I was not fortunate enough to experience those. I did go over to a friend's house for like a New Year's party, but it's not exactly the same. I remember to constantly you in the abandoned store. Yeah, there's no, you know, strange vibes in that kind of a place. Yeah. The ghosts of all of the animals. You hear the ghost of a cow going moo in the middle of, you know, like a bass drop or something. Okay, I'm gonna finish coloring in this little snowflake here. All right. I'll give myself the the visual happiness of adding some shadows to this, even though it is supposed to be a short stream. I keep saying that, but it's just, the art's gonna go how the art's gonna go. I can't, to say that I can't control it would be a lie, because I definitely can, but when I'm on a roll, I'm on a roll. And I refuse to control the roll. Thank you, Christus. It's a thing. It's turned into a nice thing. Yeah, it's a hit or miss sometimes, K-Man, because like you're seeing a particular side of people, you know, and it's what they want you to see, you know, until, you know, they've had too much, and then the crazy starts to come out. But yeah, it's an interesting place to look for people, definitely. Me and my best friend, we used to go out to when I still lived at the town that my parents live at. It's also, you know, where I grew up, and, you know, went to high school there, so of course you know everybody that's in this little town, especially when you grow up and then you start going to the different bars there. So a couple times we would bar hop and stuff, and you see a lot of interesting people, and you're like, you turned into I was not expecting that after high school, but yeah. The Walmart is like a box of chocolates. Indeed, you truly never know what you're going to get. Sometimes you see, you know, a smart dressed business person, and the next aisle you see someone just wearing their pajamas and a tank top and some slippers. Like, you know, next aisle is a crack dealer. You see everybody there. Crack and razor blades. You know, it's really a sign of the times when you go into the local Walmart and the socks in the men's section are locked up. When the underwear in the ladies section is locked up. Oh, thank you, String Fury. Sometimes Streamlabs does not, like, it doesn't post the announcement of, you know, people who have subscribed, but thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Let's see, we got light coming from this side of her. I'm throwing in very light, subtle shadows. I don't want to go overboard. I have that issue sometimes. Again, it's the roll. When one is on a roll. But adding shadows is a nice way to put some depth into the artwork. I had a spiritual encounter at Walmart the other day. What? How did that happen? Did you meet a shaman? the Walmart shaman. Oh, my parents went to Boston recently. What did they get? They got like this ice cream. I guess there's a really nice ice cream place in Boston that's like famous. And they learned about the mass holes. Mass holes. Which I had no idea about, but I guess that's a thing. Oh my goodness, almost 25 years ago. Time, it really just, if you're not paying attention, not like, you're just having time of your life and having fun, whew, goes right out the window. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine? You're in the produce aisle and like, you know, the little sprinkler things start coming on for the vegetables and they all start going, yay! I think realistically, if that actually happened, I would leave. I would probably grab somebody else and be like, did you see that? And depending on their reaction, they said like, what? I didn't, what are you talking about? Be like, okay. I'm gonna check myself into a psych ward. That's not, that's freaking whack. But if they also saw it and be like, I'm gonna talk to Walmart staff. This is not, I will not be conversing with the vegetables. They will not be conversing with me. That's what they were saying too, K-Man. There's a lot of buildings there too that are like preserved and they're historical and they gave me a strange set of rules. Oh my gosh. I bet though, like, it's probably a lot of funny stories about Walmart customers from the employees. I know that they get quite a few interestingly dressed characters there. I had a friend a while back that used to work at Walmart, or a Walmart. Yeah, he said he saw things that he did not wish to see ever again. People's little straps and strings and yeah. No. Haven't told anyone about this encounter yet, so I gotta think about it before. Okay, yeah, you gotta frame and articulate it right so that it doesn't come out like you're nuts. I am too, K-Man. There's, again, like, when you get like a gut feeling when you walk into a place, it's just like, something's not right about this. The vibes are off. Them's the vibes. The pumpkins have a good story. Yeah, of all of the prophecy of the carving. They know what we gonna do to them. Brother, no. Don't go with them. Yeah, it's the things that we cannot see that other creatures sometimes seemingly can. Like, I don't know, when I heard about the mantis shrimp and how they're able to see like 16 other colors that we can't, my mind was blown. And I was thinking about like, what other things can we not see but other things can? And when they start acting strange, it's not because they're acting strange, it's because they see something that we don't. Like when a dog or a cat, right? Like they start like barking or hissing at a corner and it looks like there's nothing in there. Gets me thinking sometimes. I'm the one not seeing something. You've tapped into the eighth circle of senses. There's the idea that some animals may not be limited to three-dimensional sight, but there have been proof of a fourth dimensional creature. The future may hold many Pandora's boxes. What? Oh. I usually have it open, like, right next to the chat, but it was covered up today. Okay. Nothing in this life is as it appears. I think so too, Roger. That there's things that like things that happen in this world, we can't explain it. I think we are K-Man. I think we all have this purpose, and to find what it is that greatest happiness and satisfaction in fulfilling it to the best of your abilities. You know, and there was what? You got banned from Discord for what? Was it from like a specific server or just in general? Because like, if it's in general, that's something big. I need to use a different brush right here. But there was a post on Twitter that I commented on, and it was from an account that primarily focuses on like Kingdom Hearts news and different things within the Kingdom Hearts community and like Square Enix properties and stuff like that. But they had posted about how they're at this certain age now, like, you know, they're like in their like mid-20s, and they've never been in a relationship, never been married, never had kids. They have, you know, their associate's degree, but, you know, they are a cashier, you know, and they are comparing themselves to so many other people, like their parents, when, you know, they were that age, like, you know, they already had kids at that age and stuff. And yes, straw man, that exact image, yes. I love that pic of the rat with a cigarette. It's so, I feel it. It's such a mood to say a cringe phrase, but it is a mood. But yeah, so this post, they were just comparing themselves a lot to what other people from you know, their own friend groups or the past, and I don't know, it reminded me of a song from this band called Alaska. The song's called Happy Face, but it talks about like attributing all of these things that the world says that you have to have in order to be successful or accomplished or feel that way, right? Like, and so I left a comment on there saying like, what the world determines what is like successful or accomplished isn't going to fit every single person on this planet. Like, you know, like making a whole bunch of money and, you know, having like this certain level of education, or having, you know, a spouse or a big family, right? Like a fancy car, like all of these things, you don't need those things in order to feel accomplished or successful when, you know, you know what your purpose is in life, and you're, you know, doing your best to fulfill it, and, you know, and making the most out of the time that you've got, or, you know, or the abilities that you have. Like, it's, you don't have to form yourself into what the world says that you have to be in order to feel happiness, right? Like, that's gonna look different to everybody because we're all different. So it made me think about that song. And there's a line from that song, and I quoted it in there because it's probably like to me it's the most meaningful part of the song. And it's like, don't you think that it's odd? Don't you think that it's funny? Is that the first thing you think of when you're asked if you're happy, right? Like, if you have a good job, if you have, you know, if it makes a lot of money, like, you know, like that's the first thing that people think of when they're asked if, you know, if they're happy with the way that their life is going. And I'm like, so many different parts of life that you can focus on. One of my favorite songs to relax is You Suffer by Napalm Death. Ooh, I'm gonna check that out later. Like, even because the sound of it, the sound of the title is interesting to me.
What the world needs now is love, sweet love.
Oh my gosh, that ad. There's an ad that shows up all of the time on what is it? Is it Hulu or Paramount Plus or something? But we watch it. We watch shows that like this ad shows up on. It's this janitor guy in a theater, and he starts singing, and and all of his like theater coworkers put him up on a stage and with a mic, and he's singing and stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh. This would never happen. String Fury, it's called. I'm gonna put it in the chat for you. Yeah, okay. There we go. But let me write that down so I can listen to it later. Napalm Death. Okay. Yeah, I'll check that out afterwards because I'm always on the hunt for new music. That's why I kind of enjoy Spotify because you can open up like a song radio and then it'll give you a bunch of different music. Sometimes it's off though on the genre and I'm like, why did you play that? That's not, we're gonna go from rap to country. That's not what I'm asking for. But I found that song because of Spotify, so that's why I use it. He's got the voice of an angel. Wolf does have a really good singing voice though. I will let you know in the Discord. He is very much a keeper. It's stuck in his head now. He's singing it. Oh my gosh. This is, if I'm not careful, this is going to end up just being a regular length stream. And not a shorter one. I really did say, I was like, I'm only gonna stream for an hour. It's now 11. My nerves have calmed down a little bit. Like, I still have to wear this glove, but I'm happy I've got artwork done and hanging out with you all. Earlier today, I was just like, I want the day to end. I just want it to come to a close, and hopefully tomorrow I won't be as anxious or you know, on the fritz about my nerves. That was also him singing when he was the vacuum cleaner. The vacuum cleaner was playing. Oh my gosh. His vacuum cleaner impression is just spot on. Are literally rap to country to 80s pop. Hey, if they're like faded into each other and they like fit the melody or the beat, pop off. That's great. But when it's like a hard like change between genres, it's like abrupt. And I can't handle it. Classical to fairly hard rock. Hey, I mean that fits. Right? Like a lot of rock is built off of that classical music, you know, the riffs that they play sometimes. If you were to translate that into a piano, oh yeah, it would sound really good. Make a VTuber that's a vacuum cleaner that does vacuum cleaner covers. That might actually work with people. The youth of today. We love Vacuum Cleaner Chan. Yeah, Vacuum Cleaner Chan. I could see it getting framed in a different a different way though very quickly. Sleep and I Dream, doing Jay Leno impressions. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious, K-Man. Oh my goodness. That's what I mean. That's what I mean, Wolf. Like, people gonna end up making the joke. And you're gonna have to do something with it. Vacuum core, yeah. I mean, I'm sorry. With the little cat, the little ooh-ee-ah-ah cat, vacuum core is next. I'm predicting it. Xmas music made with tools. What? Mariah Carey, but it's a It's a hammer and a mallet. A couple of bolts. And some drills. Oh my goodness. Time is it there? It is 11:11. I actually have let me pull up my overlay again. I have my little clock. Where is it? Right there. Right there. So I actually, funny story, I had to hunt down that that application that shows the computer's date and time. When I was first building the overlay, because I was like, I don't know how they have that displayed there, but I'm gonna figure it out. So I had to go for a little hunt to find it. But I think that there should be like a resource thing for streamers, like here's a date and a time clock, you know, here's the you know, what song is currently playing, you know, if you use Spotify, like just a bunch of different resources for streamers. You know, or like this playlist, you know, it's like genuinely DMCA free stuff, and it's not, you know, like stolen music that someone has said it's DMCA free because, you know, I stole it and I said so. That's not how it works. It happened several times with me to the point where I was like, okay, I'm just only going to play music that is like confirmed it's safe for streamers. Otherwise, it's just too risky if you're worried about copyright stuff. Which, like, I've told the story of when I was first posting my artwork online, how I had used a trace over of somebody else's artwork, and they had contacted me about it, and ever since that point I have always been like kind of paranoid with copyright stuff. He is. He does love that cat. This thing I've heard is a mashup of Mariah Carey and Slipknot. I need to hear that. Like, as much as I try to avoid Mariah Carey as much as possible, there was, okay, I guess she's in Fortnite, and I don't care about Fortnite, and I don't care about Mariah Carey. And so that crossover, I was like, I don't want to see this ad. Make it go away. I'm gonna mute you. Go away. I don't want it. Nope. But with Slipknot, it would be a little more tolerable. I could tolerate it. Oh my gosh. It's 9:12 in the morning here. Oh my goodness, String Fury. Well, I mean, if you need to take a rest or, you know, do some errands, by all means, go for it. I do appreciate all of you that have chosen to spend your time over here. He is an interesting character, isn't he, String Fury? Oh, 51. Oh, my sides. Oh my gosh. I think I'm just gonna make all of this in here a shadow. You know, upon saying shadow, I just realized the opening day for the third Sonic movie was yesterday. I'm not like the biggest into Sonic the Hedgehog, but I can appreciate when a studio respects its audience enough to change the design, and then to also have Keanu Reeves as Shadow. Like, I can respect that kind of a studio enough to having not seen the first or second one, but to see the third one, I'm like, okay, I'll go see it. But I just looked at the date and I was like, oh, it's the 21st. Oh. But we will see it when it's like 2 weeks into the theatrical release. There's not so much of a crowd I'm expecting. What happens when Red 40 gets banned? It's gonna be a lot of food products and drink products that are not going to be as brightly colored. They ain't gonna look like the Little Tykes play food. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. And a lot of companies, a lot of food companies and drink companies are gonna have to figure out an alternative. It's probably gonna be the same thing for like yellow 5, and then there's a blue one. More red cheetah. Yeah, right. No, it's okay. I mean, you can have a discussion. I just make my artwork and go back and forth from chat and the canvas. I don't think he is String Fury. My brothers have their own YouTube accounts. One of them has actually come in here before. I'm not gonna say what his name is, but he has come in here before. And then the youngest one, he has a YouTube account, but he doesn't like comment or go into chats or anything yet. I think what he's doing is he's creating a portfolio, because he does a lot of 3D modeling stuff. It's very impressive, actually. And so he's making a portfolio for himself, and then when he feels that it's I guess worthy enough or good enough to post online, he's gonna debut with all of it. Blue ball 28. It gives the worst side effects. Thank you, Game Man. I try to provide a nice, wholesome and calm, chill environment for people. I know there's a lot of channels out there that have some craziness, a lot of channels that have the coziness. I try to be more on the cozy side of it, but there's things that happen that are chaotic and you can't control it sometimes, so I understand. All right, Raj, you have a wonderful rest of your morning, since it is 2 a.m. Hope that you have pleasant dreams and that you rest easy. Thanks for hanging out with us. Welcome to Costco, we love you. Okay, I'll throw in. This is really becoming more than just a sketch. I have done this to myself. He got them duck lips. He got that filler. my gosh, what Kitchen Nightmares episode was that Gordon Ramsay was there was a restaurant that they did Botox in as well, and the lady there, the owner, she was like a co-owner or something. I don't know if she was offering Chef Ramsay Botox injections. I was like, lady, he does not need that. He is aging gracefully. Stop. He's all banging on the doors like Eric Andre. Let me in. Let me in. Can't you see? My lips are in desperate need. Okay, tea is done. Before the stag, surgery. Have you guys seen pictures of those, like, the butt implants that have gone wrong and it's just plates? They look so wrong. Like, just don't. Oh my gosh. I don't know why anybody would go and, like, willfully do that. Do some wall Pilates. Do some squats. That looks terrible. Before the helicopters. Oh. Yeah, it just looks fake. It just looks. And there's people out there that get like muscle implants too. Those look bizarre. 'Cause like we instinctively like know, like, you know, what something's supposed to look like. Even if, you know, consciously it's like, something's wrong. I don't really know what it is though. You pick up on it. And I'm like, yeah. There was a contestant in a show, a live stream show that I watch whenever it's live. It's called Fish Tank, and one of the contestants had muscle implants, and I didn't know, but I could tell that something was off about his biceps. I was like, that doesn't look like the right shape, until it was revealed he had muscle implants. I was like, oh, well, that would explain it. Internal arm implants, yeah, essentially. Yep. People do what they want with their bodies. Sometimes people, yeah, right? Like, it's you know, there's people that go on like My Strange Addictions, and they have, like, you know, they're addicted to getting plastic surgery and stuff, and you could tell. At what point is it like mad scientist, you know, type of stuff, right? It's, at what point do you tell people, no, I ain't doing this for you? Speaking of which, actually, I saw there was a YouTube short that I came across, and it was interesting to me, so I clicked on it. And it's a guy that's sitting in his car, and he's got like scrubs on, and he said, "I totally did not just get fired from my job at the plastic surgeon's office. Yeah, I totally didn't just get fired from my job for saying this to a client that wanted to get the fat removed from her arms because they were sagging down a lot, and she also had a lot of skin sagging down on her chin. And this guy had like seen her before, and he pulled her to the side. He said, because he had said in the video, he was like, I'm mentally tired of people getting these surgeries when what they have to do is up their NAD plus levels, which boosts your metabolism and your energy levels and all of this different stuff. It's like anti-aging stuff. And it's you take this supplement that's called NR, and it turns into NAD plus. Because if you were to take NAD plus by itself, it's not gonna pass through the barrier, the membrane, whatever. I'm not a person in this field, but I'm recounting what I saw in this video, and I look it up and I'm like, what in the world? Like it's part of the vitamin B3. It's like, he's not like, you know, lying to people, but yeah, so it's on my radar now because, you know, I am 27, I'm gonna get older, and my metabolism is gonna slow down. So it's just, people don't know what they don't know, and I had no idea. So I think with the changes in the food markets and just all the consumables that we take in, like there's changes coming in. I think it's really going to open up a lot of people's eyes to all of the crap that we've been putting in our bodies. So, you know, and a lot of it is, all it takes is just flipping over the product and looking at the ingredients list. So they have an app now that will like tell you all the different stuff that's inside of your products. So, you know, I gotta get some bicep implants for these noodles. Oh my goodness. You start like walking around like you've got like muscles on your muscles on your muscles. Like that one SpongeBob episode. He's trying to get into the salty spittoon. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine people getting like muscles on their eyeballs? Muscle implants on the eyeballs. That would be terrifying. Yeah, my mind is creating the visual image and I'm terrified. That's nightmare fuel. Oh, like RFK Jr.? I speak the true. No, I just recount what I've seen on the interwebs. The wild webs. I've come across some interesting things. My opinion on humanity based on what I've seen on the internet, it fluctuates. Sometimes it's very wholesome, and then sometimes I'm like, y'all are monsters. Y'all have no compassion. And then I see people coming to the aid of like an abused cat or an abused child, and I'm just like, there's hope for humanity. In the very next video, it's you know, somebody that's making a terrible drink combo and, you know, sneezing all of their stuff out and people can see it, and I'm just like, what even are we anymore? If you didn't catch the reference towards that, that's a reference to a lol cow named King Cobra JFS, that every now and then I'll see what he's up to, and I'm never proud or pleased with his content. I'm like, dear God, Joshua, you need some help. Your dad's not doing you any favors. hear what I hear on the net and go out and see it's true while going out to get groceries. Yeah, right? Like, when you see the crazy people in real life, you're like, oh crap, that's just not on the internet, that's here. That came from here. Do paintings of nature? I have, actually. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna get one out of the painting storage I have in the closet. Okay, so I have a few. I have a few. All from different years. So one of these is actually a two-parter that I don't have the other part for. So this one is my most recent one. This one I did on my very last day at my previous workplace. Me and my coworkers, I'm gonna get closer to the mic here. Me and my coworkers, we set up a little get together at the park, and we brought these little canvases, a bunch of paints, and charcuterie boards as well, because we were celebrating my last day there. And so we all did little paintings, and this is the painting that I made over there with them. We all went to the park. And then this one I did in high school when I was, it says 2012. So that would have been when I was a freshman. So yes. And it was kind of accidental how this happened with the light that's on this apple here. Because my teacher had said, you're not allowed to use black for the shadows. I mixed black into the colors that I was using for the shadows. Take that, Miss Tom. But with the highlights, I didn't mean for the whites to be like to be faded out like they are right there in the apple. And so it was kind of accidental how that happened, but yeah, I was quite pleased with how it happened. But yeah, so that's when I was a freshman in high school. And then this one is the two-part. I don't have the other half of this, but there's another canvas that goes over here, so it's a longer piece. But there was a bunch of cherries and leaves, as you can see, and probably I think there was also like strawberries on the other side of it. So I did a lot of still life paintings when I was younger, so which is where that whole artist's eye thing comes from, and you can like replicate the highlights and shadows and stuff like that. Here we do paint while I try. My daughter is good. Like, oh, well, awesome. It's a very therapeutic skill to have, because it's personal and you are taking time to create it, and it's built up from the ground up, you know. It's really something to admire when you're done with it. So yeah, when I get to it, which honestly it could just be like an Etsy store or eBay or Patreon, I don't know. My business brain, okay, my lizard brain is not on right now. I'll buy some artwork for my new place. Okay, well, that's promising. I know there was someone that was wanting to buy my purple portal painting. So, but again, like I have not put it up as a listing anywhere, but it's on my to-do list. I've just been procrastinating it. That is true, K-Man. That is true. That's the It's a nice thing with Etsy is that you find a lot of like one of a kind stuff, handmade things. Yeah, no problem. I like showing off the works of my past. And then I guess the smaller one was more of a present day one. I have a lot of old My Little Pony artwork because I used to make artwork for the fans of the show with their original characters and stuff. So, but like I said earlier, a lot of that artwork has been lost to time and can only be found on Derpiburu with my old usernames because I was trying to migrate all of my stuff from DeviantArt onto Twitter, and not all of it made it. So it's the other side of you know, people like downloading your artwork or taking a picture of your artwork and then re-uploading it somewhere, because if the source material ends up missing or it gets deleted, or you know, it doesn't transfer over to the other machine or, you know, phone or whatever you're keeping it on, other people have it and it's not entirely lost to the ether, you know, of the internet, or you know, like you know, just some one space that, you know, it was on and now it's gone and it's gone forever. So oh, that would be hella cool, K-Man, yeah. That would be awesome. Oh, I need a different brush there. Can't believe I already added that highlight there. Me too, String Fury. There's like, it's a, I don't know, it's like a common denominator kind of a thing, you know? There's an attachment to the soul through the artwork. That you do, Wolf. That you do. Yeah, Trappers has set you up with a lot of good stuff. Got a whole wardrobe because of them. Okay, search up the puppet Neil. You know my details is very interesting. Deep. Oh, let me look that up real quick. Since let's see. Is it a movie? My search results are pulling up a movie called Puppet Master. I'm not, or Neil's Puppet Dreams. I'm not seeing it, or the puppet from Five Nights at Freddy's, but I don't think you're talking about Five Nights at Freddy's. Let me try a different search engine. Oh, is it? Okay, hold on a second. Is it that one? Oh, wait, I found it. It's a video. Someone made a video for it on YouTube. An account called Blue Mercs. But I have it saved here. The artwork upon opening it looks very interesting. I like what is it? Is it they're definitely like pencil or pen sketches. And using hashing marks for the shadows, stippling. I might be wrong. Oh, is it a play? Oh, Act 1, the puppet. Act 2, the show, the stage, awakening, the curtain call. I'll have to check this out later, but it looks very intriguing. The different... Oh wow, the different artworks. Some of these are very detailed, my goodness. Oh, that's wonderful. You do amazing work. Wow. I like the typography as well. Even though Minneapolis is still a dumpster fire. Yeah. Well, I think it's going to be that way for a while, unfortunately. Just the way that it's run. You have Alzheimer's. Yeah, I think there's a video or an album that it's either Alzheimer's or it's dementia, but the music starts to devolve into what Alzheimer's or dementia might sound like to someone that is listening to old music. From their like childhood, or like, you know, they had heard this music a long time ago, and now because of memory, it's started to warble or loop or, you know, crackle a bit. And listening to it in its entirety is is haunting. It's terrifying. But there's something about music that jogs the memory for people, and it kind of preserves memory. So I'm hoping that with the music history that I have, and being able to play a ukulele, and a little bit of piano, not very much, but I hope I can retain some of my memory in that way. But we'll see. We'll see how life goes for me. I can't believe Walt's tried. I know, I'm sorry. Like, his reactions to things were always gonna be like memed the crap out of. And his history too is, you can make so many jokes. It's, yeah, they write themselves. It's, yeah. Oh, it's from DeviantArt. Oh, cool. I'll have to find it on DeviantArt and give you some favorites on that. Maybe throw some llamas at ya. Played some Patsy Cline from my grandma before she passed. Oh, that's wonderful, K-Man. Did she? Was that like her favorite artist? She probably really liked that. I need to put that little light dot above the rest of it. I'm actually gonna redo it too. I'm thinking that our food is probably here. I hear somebody at the front door. Please let me know what you think of the pup. I'll bookmark this vid and check. Yeah, of course. I'll let you know. Let's see. Need to bring that opacity up. All right, after I get the highlights inside of the eyes here, I'm gonna end up calling it a stream, because I think our food has been delivered. I think it is time to eat soon. Alrighty. She liked a lot of everything. She played music herself. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, man. Played for the church and weddings, a bunch of stuff. Oh my goodness. So she was like integral to a lot of events and the creating of that atmosphere and stuff. That's wonderful. I'm glad that you had that for her. And she had that as her last moment. What did you order? We ordered you a bag of chips, Garbo. But they are virtual chips. So I wish you luck in consuming them. Hopefully they will satisfy your virtual hungers. I know, right, Chris? As I said, I was like, I'm only gonna stream for an hour because I ain't comfy right now. And then I ended up becoming a little more comfortable, and my willpower took over. Y'all are witnessing the Euphie willpower right now. I'm just like, push through. Push through this for the good of the artwork and the people. Alrighty. Good, Wolf. Good to hear. Alrighty, guys. I'm gonna call it a night. I'll see you tomorrow. Since I did a stream tonight, I'll see y'all tomorrow. I don't know what kind of artwork I'm gonna make. I might play I might play a game that Strawman got for me for Christmas. Yeah, I don't know, I'll see how I'm feeling tomorrow. But thank you all so much for hanging out with me tonight, guys. I had a blast, even though I'm like sweaty, uncomfortable with my temperature and all of that stuff. It's good to make artwork and hang out with all of you, pass the time in that way. A Ford Transit van, that would be quite an adventure. Travel down the road in one of those. Get me into Mech Warrior. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna end up wanting to make like fan art, and then it'll torture me because I can't draw a mech for anybody's business. My goodness. All right, let me plug in my stuff. So if you want to see any more of my artwork like this, you may check it out at the gallery on my DeviantArt. That's where I upload all of my stuff that I would like to upload. As well as like old artwork, I have it up on there, different time lapses. Oh, I could draw the pilots. Yeah, that'd probably be easier than the full mechs. You need a forklift for tomorrow morning. Oh my goodness. You know, isn't Wolf's forklift certified? There you go, Wolf can help you out. All the best. Thank you very much. If you want to stay up to date with me on the Twitter, I have a Twitter account that'll be posted there in just a little bit. It's where I do my announcements of when I'm going live, if I'm, taking a day off like yesterday, I did that. Posting work in progress pictures, I do that as well. And then I also post funny stuff. I repost people's funny memes and videos and different takes I think are just interesting. And then I have my link tree as well. It has a bunch of different links in it. Feel free to check it out if you are curious about any of that. I can't remember what's in there anymore. But as for me, I'm going to be calling it a stream. Thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. I will be back tomorrow with maybe more art. Maybe we'll play a cute little click and point game that's it's a mystery. I think it has something to do with a mafia, an alligator mafia, but we'll see how I'm feeling tomorrow with all of that. Again, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight, guys. I will see y'all tomorrow, and have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.